that that song and the one I played a few minutes ago called A Good One. Because of Dana Mona, I was able to build a friendship with someone we all know, Liz Longley, and we both live in Nashville now together. We don't live together. We live in the same city, and we've hung out like twice. But I asked her to come in and sing on my record, and she said yes, and so she sang some backups on 2 of my songs. And so honestly, I've been a fan of hers for years, and we're the same age, and it's kind of like I'm a little child around here because I just think she's so awesome. But she agreed to come in, and she met my producer, and we all just like hung out, and she was awesome. And the record, she added so much to those songs. So if you guys see her, tell her that, you know, I think she's cool. So originally I'm from Texas, and thank God I made it to New England because, you know, Texas. It's okay.
Enough said.
Gets a little hot.
Yeah. Hold on.
Gets red hot.
So I went to camp down in Texas, and it was the same camp my mom went to when she was a kid. And when she went to it, it was an all-girls camp. But by the time I was there, it was co-ed, and my cousin goes there too now, and she's been a counselor there for years. And it's kind of just a family place, and right down the street from my grandparents' farm. So that's how much I am from Texas. My grandparents live on a farm, so I made it out alive. But when I was there in school or at this camp, we used to sing this song called "Deep in the West," and I never really knew what it was or whose song it was or anything like that. But I'd been hunting around for it for years, and I finally figured out it's a Waylon Jennings song. And it's been years since I've been to that camp, but it's a Waylon Jennings song, but it's originally written by a man named Shake Russell, and he's a Texas artist. And unfortunately, Waylon is long gone by now, but Shake is still around, and he tours, and he plays this song, and he actually played it down in Kerrville this last month. And my friend Caroline, who run the New Folk competition, sent me a video of him performing it. And so now our goal is to have him hear my version, because I put it on my new record, and hopefully he'll like it. But this song's just kind of a tribute to that time at camp and my roots from being from Texas, and it's called Deep in the West.
Tall mountains grow out down where the heavens above turn red from the fire down below. Well, are you listening to me when I'm talking? Together we're one, divided we're through. Ooh, divided we're through. Silver friend at night, your friend, you come with the dawn. In my heart, I've been drying my eyes, see me run. So you hang on to me, and I'll hang on to you. Sit together, we're one, divided we're through. Ooh. Refusing to talk, I suppose that it's all for love's sake. Ain't it, babe?
Thank you guys so much. This is fun. Are you guys having fun?
Woo!
You okay?
It's okay.
Wow.
No comment, Dan.
Right?
Yeah.
I knew the heckling would start eventually. I'm just kidding.
Rise above it. Rise above
Rise
it.
above, rise above.
Rising above it, yeah.
Float.
Didn't like it, wouldn't actually.
So I'm gonna do a song that I wrote. I started writing it years ago, and then I finally came back around to it when I knew I wanted to finish it up and put it on my new record. And I actually brought it originally to my friend John Flanagan, who I co-write a lot of songs with, and he lives in LA, so we either write on the phone or on Skype. And then we worked on it, and then I had a writing appointment with this new girl, and now my friend, her name's Jamie Floyd. She writes a lot of really great songs down in Nashville, and so I brought this song to her, and she was like, yeah, let's work on that, and she made me finish it. She really pushed me forward, and we worked on it together. It's kind of like working with like a ghostwriter or something, but she gets credit for it, of course. But I started reading this book called Just Kids by a really badass lady named Patti Smith, and I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that word. I forgot. There's children, but and she's just so cool. And I just wish that I had been born like 40 years ago instead of like 20 years ago. That'd have been sweet. But I wasn't, so I just dream about it. I do
Give you a
it.
couple of knee joints. I can give you a couple of knee joints if you want to experience being.
Wow, no kidding, huh?
But she just has these amazing stories of living in the Chelsea Hotel and hanging out with Jimi Hendrix, and I don't know, it's dreamy. So I wrote a song kind of about that, and after being an artist and playing in clubs in Boston for a while and just kind of having some nights where you're just like, well, that sucked. Like, thanks, guys, for not coming to my show, you know, or whatever happened. Or thanks, bartender, for sticking it out with me. Just me and you over here. It's cool. You just kind of really have to dig deep and decide that you're going to just not worry about it and just keep going forward. So I did that, and now I tour for a living. So it worked out for me, and this is my thing, rock and roll, and trying to do the music thing, but I feel like most people have their things too. So whatever that means to you, just keep going for it.
I wanna be like Patti Smith and sing a song like Emmylou. I wear my hair like Janis did and left my hometown too. I gave up on everything but freedom and said goodbye to those I loved. Did everything but sell my soul and gave it all to rock and roll. Always known and always be the same little girl with the same big dream. And the days stay high and the road is long. That's how you know it's worth fighting for rock and roll. I gave it all, I gave it all, I gave it all, I gave it all, I gave it all. I'm not looking for the brightest lights, but someday maybe that'd be nice to stand out there where Johnny stood. I haven't yet, but I know I could. This world will tell you, kid, go on. You might have to do it all alone. What Willie did is how the story goes. He gave it all to rock and roll. I'll always know, I'll always be the same little girl with the same big dream. And the days stay hard and the road is long. That's how you know it's worth fighting for rock and roll. I gave it all, it's worth fighting for. When the days stay hard and the road is long, that's how you know it's worth fighting for rock and roll. I gave it all, I gave it all for rock and roll. Rock and roll. I gave it all, I gave it all, I gave it all, I gave it all. I gave it all, I gave it all.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. So like Dean said before, I take credit cards, so if you don't have any cash, I can take that. Or if you have a bottle of wine, I accept that too as forms of currency.
About 5 or 12
I'm already empty, now you tell me.
Sometimes I play vineyards and I get like 3 or 4 bottles. It's really great. The price is not equivalent, I don't think, when you buy it at the vineyard. It's a lot more expensive there. But another thing about my records is that they are full band, and I've got these really awesome musicians that I play with in Nashville, and they've been on both my records. These guys from college, guys I've written songs with before, and I just can't fit them in the fit, so they don't come with me. But
Spirit.
maybe one day I'll rent a trailer and hitch them to the back or something.
They're in spirit.
I guess in that case, it's 100 doesn't fit, right? Sorry, I stole your joke. I stole your joke. Change the words a little bit.
So sometimes people get the record and they're like, "Oh, it sounds so different than when it's just you and your guitar." And I'm like, "Yeah, it does. That's a
Both awesome.
equal, or that's a very yes. That's exactly what it sounds like. It sounds different." So maybe you'll feel that way and you'll be cranky about that, and you can send it back. That's fine. But sometimes people like hearing it 2 different ways, and whatever works for you guys. But just so you guys know, if you hear drums, all of a sudden you're like, "Wait, what? There were no drums."
Just buy it, you'll love it.
D, yes. So I another song that I really tried to write that wasn't just about me and my love life or lack thereof or greatness of is another topic I like to write songs about is camp. And I worked at camp. I went to summer camp, and I wouldn't be standing here right now in North Andover, Massachusetts if it wasn't for summer camp. So I can say that with full 100% confidence. And so there was this camp in Maine I used to work at every summer throughout college, and the owner is a father to me, and we actually just saw him last week. So I wrote this song for them. It's called Twinkling Lights. Place in Maine, not that long ago, where we would hide away for several months or so, tucked beneath the pines and under summer skies, a bunch of 20-somethings running barefoot every night. And some of us were new, and some had been for years. A few of us found love, all of us had fears, but every single night we gathered by the fire and sing away the night. And oh, when the fire burns out and the embers all die, we still have all our stories like stars in the sky. And we will always remember how we lit up the night, those summers by the lake, like a million twinkling lights. And the days are only measured by the sun's rise and fall. We spend our nights out searching for the meaning of it all, falling deep in love, sneaking out at night. Somehow it just felt right. And oh, when the fire burns out and the embers all die, we still have all our stories like stars in the sky. And we'll always remember how
by the lake, like a million twinkling lights, twinkling lights. Well, I never saw it coming, but now I'll always know. Summer's more than freedom, and love will come and go. And we may not have it now, but we had it then. We will never be the same, no matter how it ends. Because when we've all grown old, living far away, on our darkest days we will remember Maine. Because there's something about a fire, a couple rounds of beer, and we're telling all our dreams loud for all to hear. Oh, when the fire burned out and the embers all died, we still had all our stories like stars in the sky. And we will always remember how we lit up the night, those summers by the lake, like a million twinkling lights. Twinkling lights, eyes, eyes, twinkling lights, eyes, eyes.